If the president is illegally in office, you can illegally be in this country. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Hey guys, we are at it again. Welcome back to another video. I've recorded a couple of videos actually in the same evening here, and I thought it was done for the night. And then I noticed I had 3 other clips. I'll color code the ones that I chose that I wanted to talk on, something that got my interest. And I found 3 clips, not even sure exactly when I got them. But I'm just gonna go into it blind and hope for the best. Let's get into it, guys.
Taylor Swift is one of the most influential people in the world right now. It's her job to speak out about politics. Listen!
If the president of the United States was up my ass as much as Trump is to Taylor, I'd be afraid to speak out too, because his followers are fucking batshit crazy! What do you not understand? The president of the United States is constantly targeting a single celebrity because he doesn't like her. I'd be scared to speak out too.
But she's a billionaire. Morals are lost to her.
She earned her money! She earned her money. She boosts the economy wherever she goes. She donates millions of dollars to charities and foundations silently. They are the ones that announce that Taylor has donated to them. I just need some of you guys to get your dick out of your own asshole, because she cannot do everything all at once. As much as she has come close to doing that, she cannot do everything that everyone wants her to do.
Nobody in the history of wigs, weaves, and extensions is wearing Caucasian hair. The hair business would end today. Nobody wants that shit.
Since the Supreme Court is being asked to review and potentially overturn the case that allowed gay marriage to be legalized across the US, now feels like a really good time to remind everyone that the word homosexual was never in the Bible until 1946, and that it stemmed from a mistranslation that actually meant that pedophiles were the abomination, not gay people. I wonder why the church would want to change that.
To anybody out there who is supporting the possibility of criminalizing homelessness and putting people in camps because they don't have a house, I want to remind you that millions, if not tens of millions of Americans are one medical bill away from being homeless themselves. Close to half of Americans have less than $250 saved in the bank. And if that's you, and you're saying, yeah, I think it's great, I think we should put people in homeless camps and make it illegal. Motherfucker, that could be you tomorrow. You have no idea. Being homeless isn't like a monolith. It's not like one type of people who's like, oh, they're all drug addicts. No, it's moms and dads and parents and children and students and teachers and healthcare workers and people just like you and me. I'm not even exaggerating that. The majority of the people probably watching this are one medical bill away from being out on the street. And if that's you and you're out here supporting the possibility of them criminalizing homelessness, fucking check yourself.
Donald Trump is basically taking over DC. Hello, is anybody out there? Is anybody in this thing? There's going to come a point where everybody realizes that there's no one coming to save us. The Democrats are not going to be able to save us. The only thing you can do is massive resistance in the streets.
Anybody with any functioning brain cells left knows that more police presence and stronger militarization is not what reduces crime. I mean, be so fucking for real. How did the war on drugs go? Get the fuck out of here with that. We know that's a lie. We know it's an excuse. What reduces crime? Oh, I don't know. Better paying jobs, better quality of life, cheaper groceries, more community, not sitting in a fucking cubicle for 16 hours a day with no sunlight, being able to pursue your passions, not watching a live stream genocide on your fucking telephone for 2 years. I mean, let's be so honest. I'm so tired of lies. Oh.
Okay, I can remember why I put this clip aside now. Anybody with a functioning brain cell would realize that stronger police presence and militarization does not reduce crime. Take a look at El Salvador. and tell that to Nayib Bukele. Now, I know you liberals want to say, well, he's a dictator. No, he's not a dictator at all. He liberated the free citizens of his country. They had violent, very violent gang members out there. And what did he do? Police presence and militarization, and to top it off, impeached crooked judges. Problem solved. All the bad people are over here. All the good people are still out here. And now his country went from a violent wreck with terrible statistics, high murder rates, all the rest of it, to almost literally like a paradise. That's how you properly lead a country. What Donald Trump is doing right now, obviously she's referring to DC here, is absolutely correct. And let's be honest, I hope he does it to other cities that have the same problem. The United States of America overall would prosper from this. Criminals, just like illegal aliens, have no right to freely walk your streets. What reduces crime? Not extra police presence, guys. That doesn't do it, apparently. Militarization, terrible idea. That won't do it either. Give them better paying jobs. Yeah, that'll stop the gangbangers, because that's exactly it. They just want to get paid a couple more dollars an hour, and they promise that they'll stop gangbanging. They promise that they'll stop selling illegal narcotics in the street corner as long as they can make a couple dollars more an hour at your local Wendy's or McDonald's. That's going to do it. Cheaper groceries. Oh, perfect. Crime is solved. And you guys claim to be so intelligent and highly educated, but once again, no common sense, zero survival instincts. And it's comments like this that absolutely proves it. A criminal has that mindset, that type of mentality. Some people are just broken. Some brains cannot be fixed. It's nice to believe that you think everybody can be rehabilitated and whatnot. Some people are just mentally broken. Some people are sick and they become serial killers. Some people are just people that steal. Other people are just completely violent. Some people just like to commit crime. It's not because they're not making a high enough wage at their job. And it's not because groceries are a little bit too high. Are times tough financially and economically? Yes, it is. But do you think that's why a criminal is a criminal? If a criminal's never going to get caught, or if a criminal is just going to get caught and then released the next day, what's their incentive to stop? If they have no empathy, you guys like the empathy word here, if they have no empathy for the actions that they're committing, there's plenty of video evidence. You guys can go on X, you'll see plenty of evidence of people that just nonchalantly walk in stores with their children and fill up a grocery cart and walk out of the grocery store without paying it. When they try and stop them, they pull a gun on them in front of their own children. They're teaching their kids to do this. Do you think they have any empathy whatsoever? Why would they stop? That is a broken individual. So to actually be stupid enough to be under the illusion to think that if you just gave them a couple dollars more an hour, make groceries cheaper, problem solved. Military, police, enforcing the law, nah, that's not going to do it. Further evidence of just how poorly run the American education system was. Critical thinking, pattern recognition. My God.
So as you all probably guessed from my last post, I live in Anchorage, and my husband is actually an aircraft mechanic, and he obviously works at the airport. Yesterday at work, him and his coworkers were there when a bunch of Russian planes landed. Some of his coworkers are Ukrainian. And they had the pure joy of watching my husband flip off the Russian planes as they taxied by. And I am so proud of my husband. And here is the backside of my protest sign. Fuck Trump. And Putin.
Just a reminder, they're doing all of this because we're allowing it.
PSA to the homophobes, your beef with gay people is fucking weird. Why are you so pressed about something that doesn't affect you at all? Unless, of course, you're gay. Are you secretly gay? Are you secretly gay and you're jealous that they're gay out loud while you're gay with a wife and kids? Get over it. Just because you chose to hide in the closet doesn't mean you have to be fucking awful to everybody else.
Okay, this is actually frightening because I just thought about putting an AirTag on my new earbuds because I keep losing them. So I don't buy AirPods because they're super expensive and I'm going to lose them. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I can just put an AirTag on it. I go on Instagram and I have an ad for AirTags. Now, I didn't say the word AirTag out loud. I didn't search for AirTags. I literally just thought inside of my head about AirTags, and now I'm getting targeted ads. What the fuck?
So I want an apology from every single motherfucking Trump supporter, including my own mother, that wanted to sit there and tell me nothing was going to happen to gay marriage. Trump is all about gay marriage. Nothing's going to happen to gay marriage. Okay, why is the Supreme Court hearing a case next week about Kim Davis, who was refusing shit to our community just because it was against her religion? But now it's going to be brought up on a national case. So now in 9 months, a year from now, look back at this when gay marriage is illegal, and I motherfucking told you all so. And you motherfuckers wanted to call me a crazy liberal that was overreacting. No, motherfucker, I read up on shit. I knew this shit was gonna happen. So you motherfuckers want to come up and apologize to me when this shit happens, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna say, I fucking told you so. You ain't getting no goddamn apology from me. Case in point.
Taking over DC like that is just another way of saying I want to kidnap black people. I want to kidnap U.S. citizens, black people who are on drugs and in gangs. I want to snatch them off the streets like I have been doing to brown people.
Nothing like declaring a fake state of emergency to give a president extraordinary powers. It's literally how Mustache Man seized power in the 1930s. According to the DOJ's own website, DC is at a historic low for crime. Wake the fuck up, MAGA. You know, I follow Fox News because I really wanted to see what kind of bullshit they fed you guys. Like, I really wanted to know, like, where the hell are you guys getting all these crazy things you're always spouting on the internet? They literally tell you shit on Facebook, which is where most of you like to go. They tell you shit, slap it on a picture, and then you believe it. They don't provide articles. They don't provide research. They don't provide anything to back up any of their claims ever. And you all just fucking believe it. There has never, ever, ever been any proof or stats. Like I said, the own DOJ website said that crime is at an all-time low. But all Trump had to do was open his mouth and say, crime is horrible, so I'm going to put out the National Guard. And you all fucking believed it. He has done so many things that literally copy the fucking playbook of the Mustache Man in the 30s. And you all just want to choose to ignore it. I mean, I'd like to know at this point, what is it going to take? He even fucking played your asses with the whole files thing. You guys just let that sweep right under the fucking rug. It's exhausting.
Here we go. Somebody else who thinks Trump is Hitler again. According to the DOJ's own website, crime is down in DC, blah, blah, blah. Is that the overall United States Department of Justice, or is that the DC Department of Justice you were getting those statistics from? Pretty sure it's the DC Department of Justice you were getting those statistics from, which were fudged, and the person's been excused for manipulating statistics. And then you guys think that Fox News is our only source for news information. It's like all people that lean to the right, all we do is just watch Fox all day long. Jesse Waters, #1 source of information. I like Jesse though, Jesse's pretty funny. But no, we do search around. We do a lot of research on our own. We do rely on a lot of independent creators, honest ones. We're not talking about your Midas Touch and your Aaron Parnas, your Harry Sisson, all of your left-leaning grifters out there that just love their clicks. But not to jump to the defense of Fox News again here, because I know there's a lot of you guys that are on the right, they're like, nah, Fox, don't trust them either. Whether you want to trust any form of mainstream media or not, they definitely give off a lot more of a genuine vibe than the other news outlets that are out there. So for somebody to come on over, like this leftist here says, you know what, I even went over to Fox News to do my homework. How could you not feel it then when you went back to Rachel Maddow, just how deceptive she is? They are always running a narrative. There's always rhetoric coming out of their mouth. How many times do we have to see Rachel Maddow go on another rant about how Trump's taking his steps towards fascism and a dictatorship and how oppressed the United States is? And you guys just eat it all up. you just don't stop eating it up. Turn off your TV for a bit. Stop logging on to those sites. Stay away from MSNBC and CNN. Try it out for 1 week and just watch. You're gonna start to feel this little tingle that's inside of your stomach. And it's called happiness. Happiness is that little feeling that you get when it's not being clouded by all the anxiety and the fear mongering and the gaslighting and the stress. So that is your news sources. If you extract them and get them out of the way and just stay away from screens for a week and stop listening to all the propaganda about how Donald Trump is the greatest existential threat that the world has ever known. And use your own eyeballs for a change and trust your own eyes and stop using your ears. Stop listening to people parrot the same hit words, the same trigger words in your ears. And if you still cannot escape this negativity, this anxiety, if that cloud is still there, start removing some of the liberal crowd out of your life and just watch how that negativity fades. Because overall, I know that you're proud. Most of you liberals out there are very proud to claim that you're a liberal and that you vote Democrat, you lean left because you're about socialism, you're about the people, you're about all those good trigger words, which in reality is just nothing more than virtue signaling and what I call, the fake empathy. But you'll notice it, and it's not to sound mean, again, because I know that you guys are proud liberals, but once you remove the liberalism out of your bubble, the world becomes that much brighter. Colors get a little bit more vibrant. You hear the birds chirping a little bit more. You hear the crickets. You start to notice that there's more bunny rabbits hopping around front lawns. It's just the world just seems to be like a better place when you're not letting their negativity cloud everything up in your life. And a young lady like this one here with all that anger and rage and TDS and how propagandized she's been and all the program, you could just see it all. This girl is a mess. The only people that are in her bubble are people that voted for Kamala. You can already tell that she's the type that cut off her family members if they voted for him, because anybody that voted for him was not thinking about her, not thinking about their daughter, not thinking about, their sister, not thinking about their mother, just not thinking about women at all. Because Donald Trump, of course, guys, he's going to strip away all the rights from the women. All those rights that they lost so far, like apparently there's been tons of them. Women have just been losing rights on a daily basis. There's still more to take away from them, apparently. She literally pulled everything out of the liberal playbook here. Like there's just too much to go on. And I'm not one to really ever use this term much, but when they say you should go outside and touch some grass, she is truly what they're talking about. This poor girl here, I don't know if there is a cure for TDS when it's gone to this stage. This is like stage 5, stage 6, maybe even a new stage of TDS. No, I won't say a new. There is people that have actually been worse than her, but she does not want to get better. She's actually kind of enjoying being this deeply embedded into hating Donald Trump. She thinks about Donald Trump before she goes to bed at night. She'll wake up in the middle of the night because she had a Donald Trump nightmare, and she wakes up in the morning and the first thing that she thinks of is, what type of rhetoric can I talk about when it comes to Donald Trump today? What TikTok can I put out first thing in the morning with my morning coffee? And let's be honest, guys, even from a liberal's point of view who loves to hate Donald Trump, that's not a very happy existence, is it?
So I'm just going to call it because I don't see anybody else calling it. We're in a civil war. It is this administration versus the people. The top versus the fucking bottom. It is not left versus right anymore. It is top versus fucking bottom. It is this administration against cities that don't comply. It is this administration against states that don't comply. The things this administration are doing to citizens are war crimes. This is war on our citizens. Specifically targeting our most vulnerable citizens who have the least ability to defend themselves. It's sick. It's disgusting. This is civil war, and you gotta choose what fucking side you're on. Are you with the people, or are you a pawn for the 1%? And if that's the path you choose, just know they don't give a shit about you. You are a little cog in their machine that they can replace. Look at the way this country treats its veterans. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about protecting you. All they care about is protecting their corporate interests and Israel. That's it.
Black people can't appropriate nobody's culture because nobody would have a culture if it wasn't for blacks. Clock it.
Oh, while I'm at it, because I'm right every fucking time, the Supreme Court was just asked to overturn gay marriage. And they're gonna fucking do it. The Supreme Court is stacked. They're handpicked by fucking Trump. It's like 6-3. It'll probably be a 9-0 sweep anyway, to be honest.
I did talk to the team, and we have a couple of things that I just want to lay out for all of you and on what the DC bill does. It reduces maximum penalties for offenses like murders and other homicides, armed home invasion burglaries, armed carjackings, as I mentioned, armed robberies, unlawful gun possession, and some sexual assault offenses.
I'm not the one to condone violence. I'm not the one to condone breaking the law when you can get caught. However, I do think now is not the time to be no suck-ass pussy. And this is for all the people that like to break the law, that like to rob people, that like to shoot people, that like to murder people. Now is your time to resist in DC. What I'm seeing across the board is insane for me to see in my city. It's insane. I want y'all to harass the people that are harassing y'all versus regular citizens, versus the people that go to work every day, versus the people who keep the economy in our area going every day. I want y'all to run these police up out of here and terrorize them the same way y'all terrorize the citizens of your city.
Yesterday, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled Donald Trump can legally kill anyone he wants to, including U.S. citizens. The only one he can't kill is a person that has filed a case in federal court to stop Donald Trump from killing them. So until you file a case in federal court to keep Donald Trump from killing you, he can legally kill you. May God come to our rescue. Thank you for watching, and good day.
The thing I hate most about MAGA is that they don't know the golden rule. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. And it's not so much that they treat people badly, it's that they treat people badly, and then when people treat them badly back, they're like genuinely shocked. They could spew the most ridiculous, vitriol, hatred, evil bullshit that you could ever think of, and the second that you stoop down to their level and call them out and say something similar back to them, they absolutely act like you have shot them in the heart with a bullet. You don't get to spew like racist, sexist bullshit and then not get a response from the people around you who you're speaking about. Genuinely don't think that they realize that they're in the minority for most of these situations. Like, if they were to cause a scene on the sidewalk, I think most people would attack the MAGA person. Like, you don't just get to do that. And I think what's most surprising to me is the fact that they just seem so genuinely shocked when people talk to them about like how they're acting, and like, do you guys genuinely not realize how evil and fucking shitty and terrible you are? Like, do you guys not realize how much like 60% of the United States hates you right now? And I keep having to stop while recording this because I'm like laughing because you guys are genuinely so fucking delusional. It's like comical. Like, go off, queen, be a terrible human being, but you don't get to act surprised and offended when other people give you what you've been dishing out.
Okay, I'm sorry. She came out of the gate, lie after lie after lie, right away. Treat people how you want to be treated. Fair enough, that is true. You should be treating people how you want to be treated. But the difference is, when it comes to MAGA, they treat people badly, and when they get it back, they're shocked. I'm sorry, that's not true. First of all, it's not really in our blood to come out and treat you badly for no reason. You can see the difference. I can pick off people even in my grocery store. I can tell who leans left and who leans right, just by the look on their face, just by their interactions with other people. And the truth is, if I did have an altercation or a conversation that went sour with somebody who's on the other side of the political aisle from myself, I truly do not give a shit if they want to give me mouth back. And anybody with any form of intelligence is going to expect to be treated badly back. If I hypothetically treat you badly, I'm not going to be shocked if you treat me badly back. That is absolutely a stupid comment to make, which I don't believe anything that she's saying here. And it's always the same thing with you guys. Always these claims that, MAGA's always spewing hatred. They're always spewing evil. Let's get real here. Come on. The only people that actually believe your little story that you're putting together here is other libtards. Nobody who does not have your same political alignment, nobody that does not live in that little cozy bubble that you guys live in, actually believe a word that's coming out of your mouth. So when you guys get in front of a camera and hit record and try and project your actions on us and make it look like it's us that actually acts the way that you guys do, it is quite entertaining and it's worthy of putting in a video. But I just don't understand why you guys do it, because obviously the majority, 99% of your audience on TikTok or whatever other platforms you may be on are liberals, but they do see videos of other liberals acting the exact same way that you're describing how MAGA acts. So I don't really know who you think you're fooling. You're definitely not fooling anybody that's on the right. We know exactly how we act. We know there's no evidence out there of us acting the way that you guys do on camera. But again, you want to flip it and reverse it, there's a whole bunch of evidence of you guys. And then she's got the delusion. This is okay. This is obviously it. She's completely delusional. She's one of those liberals that still is in that bubble. She still thinks that they're the majority, when no, I'm sorry, you guys are just a loud minority. But if you're really truly thinking that you guys are the majority and that the general public around you that you don't even speak with on a daily basis are all liberals also, you're just assuming this. This is a delusion. There's a big red map that says otherwise. And come November of 2026, this is going to be reaffirmed. And I don't even think you guys will accept it then. You guys are truly that selfish. It's not even just delusional. You're that selfish where you won't accept that you're the minority. You think that the rest of the country should be customized just to fit your needs, just to validate the way that you feel. And then in closing, she says, I have to keep on stopping while recording this because I keep on laughing. No, you have to stop while you're recording this so you can keep on making up lies in your head to record on camera. Every single thing that you said here is fabricated. I would guarantee that you've probably not even had one altercation with somebody who's a MAGA person, as you like to call them. And if you did, I'm willing to bet they were actually nice. What do you do when the guy with the red hat holds open the door for you? Do you say thank you, or you just walk on through and not even acknowledge him? I'm willing to bet that you say thank you because you genuinely do look like a nice girl, but you're a delusional girl. A delusional young girl who's on the wrong side of history, and instead of actually researching, really digging in to see, you know, the truth about Donald Trump, to see the truth about the MAGA movement, what you'd rather do is stick to the little fringe loud minority that you guys have there and jump in front of cameras and make up stories. And I really think that that was the whole point of the video that she had put together here, is just to make it look like, hey, I told the MAGA where to go. You know, I'm one of those liberals that stands up to MAGAs. When in reality, I think that she's truly that liberal girl that's got a little bit of manners. She doesn't really seem like one of those vulgar liberal girls who, even though she doesn't want to do it, is forced to thank the guy with the red hat who's holding open the door for her. That's just common decency. All right, guys, that is it for this one. If you guys are new to the channel and you're not subscribed as of yet, please consider doing so. If not, if you can like the video, share the video, interact with it in one way or another. Of course, I still have one more clip lined up for you guys. And until the next video, have a good one, guys.
All of y'all are like, release the files, release the files. Okay, if he does, then what? If his name's on the list, then what? You tell me out of everything that he's done, it's gonna change anything? It's gonna change the way his supporters believe him? They make an excuse for everything he does. The man literally started his whole campaign for office talking about essaying women, and people were like, I need him to be my president. What makes you think anything's gonna change? You think the 1% of Trump supporters that are like, oh my God, this is children, I guess it matters now, is gonna overall change anything? The man coddles a dictator and insults our allies. Like everything that he's done, you think that that list is gonna be like, boom, they're gonna get him out of office, like they're gonna get somebody in there, like everything's gonna change. He has put people in government with the intention of making sure that he never has to leave, or that at least his thought process and the way he wants the country to be, his friends wants the country to be, never has to change. So what the fuck are we talking about?